In today's little Photoshop experiment, I'm going to be grabbing a color image, converting it to grayscale, and then back over to color. Why on earth would you do that, you total marshmallow? Because I simply want to test Photoshop's new AI colorization to the extreme. Then after all that, I'm going to compare the colorized to the original color to see how well they match. You with me on this? Are you? Then let's get into this. Right, so starting with this image, I need to go to Filter, and then Neural Filters, then click on Colorize, give it a couple of seconds, and there we have it. Oh, what's going on with his ear? I'm not sure about that whatsoever. Yeah, I think the colours are generally okay, but his ear, really not sure about that whatsoever. And I'll click on OK. Okay, that will do. So here goes, let's do a few comparisons now, shall we? Here is the original color image of this gentleman here. So we're now going to have a look at the AI version to see how well it colorized this image. So the before and the after. Not bad, okay, it's made his hair a little blonde, maybe a little gingery, but pretty good. I think the skin tones are actually quite incredible. He has more of a tan in the colorized version, and I'm not at all happy with his ear, so I think, yeah, we can work with this. 80% right, 20% wrong. I'll move on to the next image. Let's take a look at this one. Again, same treatment, filter, neural filters, colorize. Someone's been at the Bertie. Oh dear me. Okay. I do like blackcurrant juice myself, that's all right. So between this and this, it's like stage makeup on steroids. That is crazy. Purple Ronnie. Again, what is it with AI and colouring people's suits purple and blue? Failure, that one hasn't worked. Not good. Now this one's interesting. Plenty of detail and depth to this one, so let's have a look to see how it looks when colorized. Mighty fine beard, sir. Oh, not bad at all. This is the original. How did this turn out? Not bad. Background's kind of gone grayscale. His hair has lost a bit of colour from the reflections of the background, but skin tones and eyes, not bad. Beard looks a bit pink. I'll give this a 80% right, 20% not right. Maybe 90%, 10%, something like that. Right, this lady. Neuro filters, colorize. Not just her eyes, everything. Wow, that is actually pretty decent. Okay, this lady here. Let's see how she turns out. Yeah, it actually looks okay when it came out of the colorization process, but when I look at the original, maybe the saturation's a little high. I could always bring that down a tad. The hair has lost a little color, but yeah, okay. 70-30. Okay, 70% good, 30% not so good. Bum bum bum. Beautiful! Doesn't that look amazing? That is excellent. That is incredible. Now let's see how this one turns out. I remember the colorized image was stunning, so I'm hoping this one is going to be equally as stunning. Wow! No way. I actually think that is a big improvement on the original. Not only has it colorized from a grayscale, the color looks better than the original color image. That is incredible. I'm not even sure how I'm going to rate that in percentage. 120% this. How would I do this? I don't know. Minus 80 not? I don't know. This one's a bit washed out. It'd be interesting to see how this one turns out. Colorize. Like it. Very good. There's a few bits here and there. Hair looks a little pink there. That's okay. Yeah. Yeah, that works very, very well. This is the original, quite subtle, not high in colour. And over to, not bad at all, it's actually warmer in many ways. Let's have a bit of a zoom in here. I want to see what's going on in the skin tones. Yeah, okay, her eyes are pink. She's got a little bit of smudged lipstick around the mouth. Now, I'm no makeup expert, but I would say her makeup's probably a little bit amateur compared to this very sort of natural look. Her hair, you can see that's not 100%. I think the original is definitely better. But with a bit of work, could probably get this one to a similar standard. Final image. Now, I happen to know this lady has red hair. I wonder how the AI is going to cope with that. Is she going to be given red hair by AI? You never know. Oh, no. Oh, that is bad. Right, now I had high hopes for this one, and I remember it coming out of Colorized. It looked terrible, so let's have a look at the comparison. The before and the after. Oh, dear me. Total failure. Clothing looks pretty good, huh? And I'm just going to do a comparison on the background here. Yeah, it's just all generic green, isn't it? There's no changes in tone. Her clothing does actually look okay for once. It's normally the face looks good and the clothing looks bad, but in this particular case, it's the other way around. Yeah, I'm going to give this one a 50-50, I think. 50% okay, 50% terrible. Okay, so my verdicts. None of them did particularly well. That is going from the RGB to the grayscale and then back over to Colorize, apart from this image. This one image, I think, stands out above all of the rest. The others were fairly mediocre, but this one, kaboom, I think is amazing. It's not perfect. It's got it wrong in a few places. For instance, behind her shoulder, we have a bit of an issue with the background becoming skin color, which is not great. So perhaps I would look at methods for removing that. Maybe doing something like this, adding a hue and saturation adjustment layer, and then maybe sliding the colors so that they sort of go over to the blue, knocking the saturation out, and then inverting, Control-I, the mask, and then painting that back in like thus, and then making my final adjustments back on the hue and saturation to get something which is approximate. So many ways to do this. But there we have it. So what does an image look like if it's RGB, it's been reduced into a grayscale, and then it's colorized? We've got a comparison now. We've got something we can look at to judge whether this technology is there yet. Okay, to be honest with you, Colorize really is for colorizing black and white photographs. You wouldn't use it like this in the real world. But at least now you can see the before and the after. How Colorize works with your grayscale images. I hope you've enjoyed this little adventure. I think I'll see you on the next one. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and if you've already subscribed, hit the notification bell for more videos like this. And I'd love to have a natter with you in the comments section. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next one.